Hi, Lori, GLP-1 Journey in Review. Today we're going to talk about what you're doing that may be sabotaging your GLP-1 medication. Yep, you could be sabotaging it. Let me tell you what you should and shouldn't do. One, you should never skip meals. I know that there's great appetite suppression with these medications, and that's one of the reasons why we're taking them. But try not to skip a meal. Eat a couple bites. Try to make it nutrient-dense food. You don't want to get into the habit of skipping meals. That's not what we're in this for. We're in this to build some good habits. Not only that, if you skip a meal, it could lead to binge eating a little bit later on in the day. So we don't want to do that. What we do want to do is focus on protein. Nice lean protein. Protein keeps you full longer. It's an excellent source of food, and it helps with your muscles, because as we get older, we do lose muscle. As we start losing weight, you can't help it. You're going to lose a little bit of muscle. So we want to eat a lot of protein to keep that intact so that we don't lose so much muscle. What are lean proteins? There's fish, there's chicken, there's meat, there's eggs, there's cottage cheese. There's lots of nice lean proteins out there. So you want to stick with lean proteins. They take a little bit longer to digest, so it'll keep you fuller longer. Next, you want to have a nice low-carb diet. You don't want to have no carbs. No carbs is not good. We do need carbs. We need them to function. So again, get rid of the bad carbs, the pastries and all that kind of stuff, and the sugary sodas. But do eat some vegetables and fruits. They have good carbs and fiber. Have some quinoa, maybe some brown rice. Brown rice is a little bit better than white rice. The difference being that there's a little kernel on the rice, and they remove it for the white rice. They don't on the brown rice. So it's a little bit slower in digestion, and it will help not have insulin spikes, because we don't want insulin spikes with these foods. That's the one thing that the GLP-1s do, is they help eliminate the sugar spikes. So we could help that along by eating a better carbohydrate. Again, no carbs is not good. Your body's going to look for them, and it's going to freak out if they don't have them, and that can lead to a stall. It can lead to all sorts of problems. You do need some good carbs and fiber. You also need the fiber to have your normal bowel movements. And that's just part of a healthy diet. Again, remember, we're now concentrating on nutrient-dense foods. Another thing, you do want to move around. Now, exercise is best, but a little bit of weight training is very helpful, because, again, you do lose muscle, and the more muscle you have, the better you burn calories, the better for your metabolism. It's all around healthier. You'll feel better. Again, most important, the more muscle you have, the more you burn calories. And that's basically what we want, is a calorie deficit. That's what this is all about. So don't think that this medication is a magic wand. You're just going to take it. The weight's going to just fly off of you, because that's not how it works. You need to concentrate on better diet habits and movement and exercise. If you can't exercise, take extra steps. You don't have to go to the gym every single day. Take a walk. Take a gallon of water. Lift it up if you don't have dumbbells while you're sitting there watching TV. I do exercises all the time. Just why not? I'm just sitting there. Why not burn some calories, gain some muscle? Another thing, you want to make sure that you stay hydrated. Hydration is so important, because remember, along with the appetite suppression, the medication does make you not want to drink so much. It suppresses your thirst, and that's not good. You definitely need to drink water. I always try to strive for 2 liters of water a day. Sometimes I'll add something to the water to make it a little bit better, because I'm not a huge water person. I do have my element electrolytes, especially on hot days and when I'm working out, because you need to replenish your body. And with the lack of hydration, it could lead to kidney problems and kidney stones. We don't want that. And that could also lead to you having a little bit more nausea and constipation, which are normal side effects. We want to lessen them. We don't want to increase our chances of getting them. Another thing, you want to make sure that you get enough sleep. You'd be surprised how much sleep and relaxation helps with your weight loss. If you don't get enough of it, your body is so stressed out from losing weight, you need to recover. If you don't get enough of this, then it could lead again to another stall. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. We want to keep losing weight at a nice even pace till we get to our goal weight. Another thing, don't concentrate 100% on the scale. Weight is going to fluctuate depending on what you've eaten before, if you had a lot of sodium in your diet that day, your hormones, all sorts of things lead to not necessarily losing weight on the scale. So don't concentrate too much on that. Take your measurements, and clothes might start fitting better, you'll feel better, and that's really what we want. So there's non-scale victory. Take them. They're part of the weight loss journey. Another thing we want to do is avoid eating greasy, fried foods the day that you take your shot and even the next day. This could lead to some more nausea and other side effects that nobody wants the side effects. So if you try to eliminate those the day of your shot, maybe the day after, it will help with your side effects. Because if you get side effects, you may not want to take the medication, and we don't want that. Another thing that's going to help that could sabotage it is if you've lost the weight and you say, I'm done. 70% of the people will gain the weight back. And although it is possible to not take the medication again, if you have a nice healthy diet and exercise, you'll have to do a lot of exercising and concentrate on your eating if you're not going to take the medication. For me, I'm okay with being a lifer on this. Now, I am in maintenance now. I've reduced the amount of, I'm on maintenance now. I have reduced my dosage, and I'm thinking about spreading out the dosages to a week and a half. We'll see how that goes till I get what's right for me, but I don't want to get those cravings again and all that food noise. And I work out about 2 to 3 hours every single week. I don't have time to do 2 hours a day, which is almost what you'd have to do if you're not going to take the medication along with that dreaded diet. Because remember, if you yo-yo on this, that's even more dangerous than being overweight, and we don't want that. So I hope you found this useful, some of these tips, because we don't want you sabotaging your weight loss journey. For today's contest, we're going to use an airplane. If you're a subscriber and you like this video and you comment the word airplane or the emoji of an airplane, you're entered to win the contest. We've given several Amazon cards away, and I don't mind giving some more. So enter the contest. The more you enter, the more chances you have of winning. Once you entered, your name's going to be in there till it's picked. But again, the more chances, the more times that you, but again, the more times that you enter, the better your chances are of winning. So hopefully you've learned something. If any of you have any comments as to what could be sabotaging your GLP-1 journey, just let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll do another video on it.